Hi, I'm Laurie from TimeToPlayMag.com. Fisher-Price's Imaginext Adventures Through the Crystal Eye is an interactive comic book app that lets kids choose how the story progresses while learning that being a true hero means being responsible for your actions. In the story, Ed Venture and his friends go on a field trip to a museum. When Ed gets too close to an ancient sword, the sword breaks, and Ed's friend Kirch is blamed for it because Ed doesn't speak up and say what really happened. Suddenly, Ed and his friends find themselves transported to a medieval world where they must rescue Kirch from the knights, and Ed must right his wrong. As kids navigate the storybook, certain objects will have a blue glow behind them, or flashing yellow arrows will appear, cueing kids to touch or slide those objects to continue the story. At certain points, kids also get to choose what happens next. For example, climb up a tower wall or sneak behind a wagon to get into the castle. The app has two modes: Read to Me, which allows kids to have the character voices narrate the story, or Read to Myself, which turns off the narration and lets kids read the book on their own. These reading mode options make this digital comic book perfect for beginner and older readers ages 3 to 8. Even if your child isn't familiar with Fisher-Price's Imaginext toy line, he or she will still like this action-packed interactive digital comic book. Kids will like that at certain points in the story, they get to dictate how the story progresses. Parents should be aware that there are two buttons on the home page that take you to the Fisher-Price Imaginext toy page and the Fisher-Price app page. Both can only be accessed by inputting a code, but the code is given, so kids may be able to enter it and proceed to these websites. From the Fisher-Price app page, it is then possible for kids to choose an app and view it in the Apple App Store. If they know their parents' Apple ID password, they could end up purchasing an app. If you want to find more information on this app, such as how much it costs and where to buy, then come visit TimeToPlayMag.com, your #1 source for all things play.